Oi, gente, Evelyn Rodrigues aqui no UFC Apex. Estou ao lado do Brandon Moreno, campeão do peso mosca. Podemos falar português? Não.
Nós podemos falar português, claro que sim.
Ele tem treinado um pouquinho de português. Depois da luta dele no Rio de Janeiro, ele falou que continua se testando. You try to learn Portuguese a little bit, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, to be honest with you, after the fight, I stopped to keep I stopped my lessons a little bit because after a fight like that and the win, you have a lot of other responsibilities. But I mean, I have the personal compromise to keep learning for sure.
Me too. I'm trying to learn Spanish, guys. It's still not good, so I'm keeping here in English. Everybody here, like, we understand each other. I just want to know, like, how was that experience of going to Brazil, getting the title there the way that you did?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't a hard experience, because for how everything finished, with the people a little bit aggressive with me.
I apologize for that, too.
No, I understand. I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but sometimes in Mexico it's kind of the same sometimes. So I understand the situation, but at the same time I really appreciate the experience because I don't remember having that kind of experience in the past. So no, I'm like ready. How's the word? Like I'm able to support to keep that energy with that kind of environment. It was good for me. It's a good experience for me.
I also feel like if you go to an enemy territory, right, and you get treated like that, you feel like even stronger after that.
Yeah, I mean that's why. I mean, like I feel like okay, so I'm able to keep doing an amazing job with that. Like okay, my mind is strong.
So you finished like a quadrilogy with Davidson Figueiredo, and now you are going back to a trilogy. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels. Feels different. It's very refreshing for me, but because even when I know I fought against Pantoja in the past, I mean I spent 2 years of my life fighting against the same guy almost in a row. I had that little stop with Kaikara France, but I mean 2 years fighting against Davidson Figueiredo was kind of tired at the end. Thanks God, thanks life, thanks destiny, we finished the job, and now we have another challenge in my career, and I'm very excited for that.
How do you see Pantoja now? Because you guys fought each other a long time ago. It's been 7 years since the first fight between you two. How do you see him? Like, how did he develop during these years?
I mean, he's amazing, and definitely I understand he's a different fighter. He looks more mature, with more experience. He looks stronger, and I was talking about this situation like the last fight against Davidson Figueiredo. I had this little advantage because I can see it in his body language. He was a little bit down with this rivalry. He was a little bit tired to fight with me again. Like, I don't want to fight against the Brandon again. But with Pantoja, it's different. He looks like hungry. He looks like very motivated. He's like ready to fight against me, and that's so that makes Pantoja extra dangerous. But hey, I'm prepared for that. So all my training camp, all my single practices was focused to this new challenge. I know Pantoja won my head, Pantoja won my belt, but hey, I'm prepared.
I know for the history, for selling the story as well. Like he gets 2 wins over you, and that's like kind of a rivalry that builds up. I saw you guys saw each other in Rio de Janeiro as well and had like some exchange. How is like actually building a new rivalry, with a new contender and mentally for you?
Yeah, I mean, to sell this fight, all these trilogies is kind of cool, right? Like, hey, this guy is fighting. Now he's a champion, but now he's fighting against the guy who beat him twice in the past. I mean, I can't erase that of my record of my past, so it is what it is. That gives me an extra and different flavor for this new challenge, but at the same time, I'm just focused on this. Okay, I'm just focused to win this fight. I'm focused. I mean, if you think about it, like, hey, man, win this fight in International Fight Week, with thousands and thousands of people screaming your name, with very possible a lot of Mexican flags around, against Alexandre Pantoja, who beat me twice in the past. I mean, it's a nice storyline, and it's a nice opportunity to keep building my legacy.
How crazy it was that 10 years ago, you and Evelyn Rodrigues were like sharing a dorm, at Jackson's Wink, right?
Yes, I mean, I'm just so happy to share the car with Jair. like you say, we them each other. We meet us each other in Albuquerque in 2013, December 2013. Then he went to the Ultimate Fighter Latin America. I went back to my home. I started to do fights in Arizona. He won the season. Then he made the official debut in the UFC, and I'm just happy for him because not just as a Mexican, because I'm happy to share the car with a Mexican, with another Mexican, but as a friend. He's my friend, and I love him, and I'm just happy to share the car with him.
Mexico has 3 champions right now in the UFC. We don't have anyone.
I don't want to say nothing. I don't have no comments because the last time they showed me something, so I don't want to say nothing more.
Do you want to send a message though? Because you have a lot of you made a lot of fans that night. You know your respect, like the way that you behaved, and you even with everybody like being not nice to you, you were very nice back. So I'm sure like we get messages all the time from people from Brazil telling how nice you are.
No, actually, I'm just making jokes right now, but a lot of people. So I fought Saturday night. My flight back to my home was Sunday night. So I spent all the morning in Copacabana in Rio eating and everything. And a lot of people came with me and said like, "Hey man, please sorry for what happened." I understand. I understand the people is amazing, and I'm still wanna go again to Rio or Brazil and all other places because the place is really nice. The Copacabana is beautiful, and the food, the coconuts on the beach, oh, delicious.
But if you want to send a message to them, like you can say it.
Of course, no, guys. Thank you so much for the support. It's been a long journey for me. I know I'm fighting against another Brazilian, but you need to be very happy for what your country is doing in this sport because it's amazing.
Can you invite Brazil to watch your fight on UFC Fight Pass, Brazil?
Yes, guys. UFC Fight Pass, the best platform of combat sport in the planet. Don't lose the fight there, and just keep doing it.
My last question: how do you think this fight will end?
I don't think this fight is going to the 5th round. I'm talking about the styles. I think that the styles will make this fight very interesting, very entertaining. I'm preparing for war. If I need to go to the 5th, I have the cardio, I have the energy, I have the strength. But to be honest with you, I don't see this fight onto the tier.
Wow, good luck to you. Gracias.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Obrigado, galera.